你好，我叫李美儿，我今年去了中国。Hi, my name is Lima Li, and over this year I went to China.
你好，我叫 Cesar Garcia，我是洪都拉斯人和危地马拉，我18岁，我爱中国。Hello, my name is Cesar Garcia. I am Honduran and Guatemalan. I am 18 years old and I love
你
China.
好，我叫李天赐，我今年16岁，我去了中国。Hi, I'm Kasim Ali. I'm 16 years old and I went to China.
你好，我叫 Mona Ahmed. I'm a senior and I went to China this summer with the APSA 2013 Seattle.
My name is Kristen Hayden and I am the founder and executive director of One World Now.
Study abroad is a once-in-a-lifetime experience to go on to a different country and learn about the different cultural perspective. You also can gain a self-knowledge of yourself and gain a whole bunch of new long-term friends and pen pals. You know?
Study abroad is leaving the country you were taught your primary, secondary, or whatever education is, and you go to a different country to go study their culture, socioeconomic, political issues, or the topic you were assigned to in the different country.
Well, at One World Now, our whole program model is language, leadership, study abroad. And study abroad, I will say, hands down, is the most transformational aspect of the work that we do. Study abroad changes everything and often changes the trajectory of one's life.
Study abroad to me personally is having an opportunity to experience other people's cultures, to see how other people live their lives, and to be able to immerse yourself in that, and to experience from that, and to understand others in other countries, and to see a different point of view.
So I think study abroad is basically going out your comfort zone and going into a different country and basically becoming somebody from that country. You learn their culture, you learn their language, you learn their customs, you learn pretty much everything about them, and that's why I say that you become somebody of that country, because basically you're being immersed into that country and its people.
Well, for us, we got there by first applying to One World Now, aka OWN, and that's a program where we studied Chinese for 1 whole year and got nominated by the staff based on our leadership that we've shown throughout the program and our work ethics in
Well, I was
class.
part of an organization called One World Now throughout my senior year of high school. And One World Now focuses on critical language, either Arabic or Mandarin Chinese, study abroad, and leadership. And through One World Now, I applied to study abroad. They selected me and a couple other students to study abroad.
I got the opportunity to study abroad through One World, and I spent a year taking Arabic classes, but then I also took Chinese classes at school, so they let me go to China over the
So
summer.
I was in One World Now for 2 years. The first year, I was given the opportunity to study abroad, but I didn't take it. So then the second year, I was finally pretty much pressured by all my friends into study abroad, which I totally don't regret at all. And through One Now, I was referred to APSA, Americans Promoting Study Abroad, and that was how I managed to get to China.
Well, our experience, first off, when we got there, it didn't really hit us that we were in China, more like Chinatown. But gradually, as we began to interact with locals and our roommates who were on the same level or higher in Chinese, we started looking at our surroundings, and we visited a whole bunch of places with our group, APSA, of course, Americans Promoting Study Abroad, which guided us throughout China and brought us to a whole bunch of places that let us learn about China's history and China's culture and everyday lifestyle that people do there. And we ate tons of great food too that, well, I guess, I mean, I've eaten them before, but eating it from China, I guess, was a bit different. And yeah, just the whole routine over there was great, and gaining friends from Alabama and Chicago, you know, I still talk to them. some of
The whole
them.
reason I started One World Now is because I was lucky enough to study abroad in South Africa when I was 15 years old for an entire year. And that experience just changed my life and made me really passionate about study abroad and want to give that opportunity to young people all over the world, but starting here in America, and particularly students who wouldn't normally have that opportunity, wouldn't be able to afford
My
it.
experiences in China were amazing. I loved China with a deep passion. But my favorite experience out of all of them was teaching English to students of an underrepresented community outside of the city of Beijing at the Dandelion School. And just having the one-on-one with students and being the eye of the classroom really changed my perception on international
I had
education.
so much fun in China. It was amazing. It's like I've never been home, away from home for that long without my family, and like I was so comfortable, and I didn't even feel homesick. I barely felt homesick, and I was like, it was so much fun. I enjoyed the people I met, and then we had so many activities. Like the hike at the Great Wall of China was exhausting, but it was also really rewarding and really fun, and like it was a great experience. And then we also got to go to a temple, and I enjoyed the temple. It was really pretty. It's like it was like I'm seeing things I've never seen before, and that's what I really liked. And there was also the part where I had to go to the hospital and I got sick and I got sent home early because of that. But then like it was worth it. I wouldn't change it.
The experience I had in China was something that's a lot different than what other people would expect. I'm going to talk about my experiences with the Chicago and Alabama people. So pretty much I learned that in China it's a very different culture, but also in America there are like thousands of other American cultures in the one American culture. So the people in Chicago and Alabama have very different ways of talking to people, different ways of slang. They're pretty much very different from us, but also the same, since like we have some similarities, but then we have slight little differences that make us unique. Well, we got full ride scholarships for an Acorn, which is the Chinese
Well,
Amazon.
we got 4 ride scholarships by Deloitte, which is an accounting company in China.
By fundraising candies, C's chocolate, in and out of school,
And we also fundraised and
and also paid from our own pocket as well.
put in some of our own money for shopping, and that's it.
So One World Now is making a really big difference in the lives of the students that and we think study abroad should be for everybody, not just for families who can afford it.
Organizations like OWN, you can apply and study a language and get nominated.
I would recommend to other people that want to study abroad that they should look into something like One Now and just like pretty much Google study abroad in China, because everything that pops up is study abroad in China. It's super easy. There's like 500 results or something. You just click on one of them and then you go. It's super easy.
I recommend other students, high school students in specific, to search for organizations such as nonprofit organizations like One World Now that helps you study abroad or learn a language. And also you can look it up on the internet or look up the page America's Promoting Study Abroad, which is the organization that also helped us go to China.
There are other organizations out there like APSA, one of our study abroad partners, and we are working together on President Obama's initiative called the 100,000 Strong Initiative to get more young people all across America, including underserved youth, to be able to study abroad in China. And that's been a really exciting partnership and initiative, and we feel really lucky to be a part of that.
Or other sources you can search up if you have that passion and that drive, to go where you want to go, study, find who you really are.